I'm Pastor Jake. I was reading in Luke chapter 14, verses 26. It says that if you don't hate your mother, your father, your siblings, then you cannot be his disciple. And I thought about it. Well, wait a minute. He says to honor your mother and father. He said you honor them. It's not to listen to them, not to take them to obey every word they say. What he's talking about is honor them and try not to be disrespectful to them. But it also tells you that in our walk with Jesus, that our biggest fights are not going to come from people outside. It's going to come from people within. Sometimes our family are not going to understand. Sometimes they, I had one of them say the other day that, well, we just think you're joining a cult because they were going to church. And they were like, no, I come to know who Jesus is. And they had a fight. And see, that's it. Some people don't understand. God says, the world's going to hate you. But but he's saying right here is that the ones that are going to come against you the most are your family. And I'm sorry, it happens. Sometimes you have to step away from them. Not because you hate them. It's not because you dislike them. It's because it's peaceful to you. Sometimes we can talk to them. I've tried to talk to some of my family about God, and they just get angry. Why? Because they don't understand God. So the first thing that I learned when somebody doesn't understand something is anger. And then so it doesn't escalate, I had to step back. Because sometimes it's not mine to plant water with my family. God has somebody else maybe for that. Sometimes they can see my life change, and it helps. But like I said, we always got to leave it to Jesus and let him handle everything. So if you have problems with family, just know that God is working on them. They might be angry for a little while, but God will take care of it.